I'm in a small town called Squire. There's the post office. Squire Country Church. A good place to go to church. It's a foggy morning as I make my way to the town of War, just a few miles out. Starting to see quite a bit of beautiful old Decay. Alright, I am here. The very first town we're going to take a look at. War, West Virginia. Let's go into the downtown and take a look. Alright, we are about to drive into downtown. War, West Virginia. Right off the bat, Dollar General. I'm just going to go real slow, give you a good look. In 1950, that was the year of peak population, there were 4,000 people here. Guess this was a car dealership of some sort, maybe? Yeah, 4,000 people. Last census, there were 690. That is a lot of people gone. Little convenience store right here on the edge of downtown. "59% of this town is female." Wow, 59%. 41% male. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? I guess this is City Hall, perhaps? And police department, it says. How about that? And a church right here. See, let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 95% white, 1% black, last 4% mixed race or other. Now let's continue down the street here into downtown. Hotel Fretwell. I bet that was the place back in the day. What do you think? And there is a train depot right here. Now, as I continue in, here's the median household income real quick. $20,852 a year. That's $401 a week. That is not a lot of money. I am in McDowell County, by the way. This is one of the poorest counties in the United States. You can see a lot of evidence of the past glory of the town, though, can't you? This looks like it was quite a beautiful downtown back in its day. Well, I've got a little, is this a coffee shop? Thrift Gifts Incorporated. Yeah, it is really beautiful here, though. And all the towns I'm going to show you, of course, former coal towns. And the decimation of that industry is why you're going to see what you're going to see in these towns that I'm going to show you today. Let's see, Grant's Supermarket. Well, they've got a regular supermarket here as well, in addition to the Dollar General. Alright, let's see, yeah, the town is named after War Creek. That's not it, I don't think. The Indians in the area gave it the name of the creek because of all the skirmishes and battles that would happen along the banks of it. And it was just shortened to War when it became a town. Very unusual name for a town, isn't it? Yeah, I believe this is, yeah, that's it. War Creek right there. Let me give you some more numbers. Poverty here, 39% overall. School-aged children, 61%. That's really high. 65 and older, 23%. Cost of living, though, here is only a 77. And you can see housing's the lowest at 31. You know, it's all relative, though. As far as how poor it is, it all depends on cost of living. Cost of living here is real low. I checked crime. 2.3 incidents per 100 people last year. That is exactly the same as the U.S. Yeah, crime here is pretty low. Let me give you the median home value real quick before I head down this residential street. $28,800. Now that is inexpensive, needless to say. I don't know if you ever saw the movie October Sky, or maybe you remember it. It's based on a book called Rocket Boys. And that's about it's about a young boy who grew up in a poor West Virginia town who dreamed of being a rocket scientist. It's based on a true story. Anyway, that happened here in this town. He went to high school here. Well, let's see. Yeah, there's downtown. The old rail depot. You can see it there. This is a road that kind of runs along. A residential area. Let's see what's up here. These roads are, or this road anyway, it's very narrow. I'm trying to imagine how people pass each other on it. I don't see it happening, do you? Yeah, there's the downtown. This is barely a road. This is a dead end. You gotta turn around. Nice view from up here, though. Wow. Just enjoying the sounds. Anyway, yeah, that's it for here. Let's head to the next town. It is beautiful here, guys. It really is. Yeah, make no mistake, coal is still being produced here. There's a lot of it right there. The houses are kind of awesome, aren't they? I am in the town of Welch, West Virginia. Heading into downtown. This is the county seat. So there'll be a county courthouse here that we will check out. Wow, that's a big building, isn't it? Yeah, looks like I have found downtown. So let's go take a look. All right, here's the population history of the town. 1940, 62, 64. Peak population, 1950, 6603. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to give you that information is because of the shot I'm about to show you. You can see where I'm standing here in downtown. Here's the same shot in the 1940s when the town was hopping. It is crazy the difference, isn't it? Yeah, here's a picture again real quick. Gives you an idea of just how prosperous this town was at one time. Anyway, let's go take a look around. Yeah, you can see a lot of emptiness and decay. There is a really interesting parking structure up here. Let me get up here and show it to you. So here it is, the City of Welch Municipal Parking Building, built in 1941. This is the first city-owned parking lot built in the United States. It's pretty famous for that. In 1960, John F. Kennedy did a speech in front of it. It is still used as a parking structure here in the city to this day. And they have their own little Flatiron building here. And as you can see, downtown is very, very quiet. It's pretty big downtown too for a city of less than 4,000. You can tell there's a lot more going on at one time here. Median age is 40, by the way, and let me give you the gender breakdown. Pretty interesting. 77% male, 23% female. Man, gentlemen, what do we think of that? 66% of the town is white, 24% black, 9% Hispanic. Chinese restaurant here, but I don't think it's open. There's something happening here though, isn't there? Maybe an antique store. Got some treasures in there. What a place, huh? Well, let's go check out this county courthouse. I'm on a second downtown street here. Yeah, there's a lot of downtown here. Anyway, I'm going to check out this county courthouse. Welch, incorporated 1895, named for Captain Welch, who led in the coal development of this county and founded the city. I find it interesting that the town is named after this guy, Captain Welch, because he was a Confederate soldier. And as you may or may not know, West Virginia seceded from Virginia because this area of the state did not want to join the Confederacy. They wanted to stay in the Union and not be a part of slavery and end it. Alright, so here's the county courthouse. Built in 1893. As I said, Welch is the county seat for McDowell County. This is Romanesque Revival architecture. Yeah, that's 11th century Rome. Medieval Europe. You can totally see that, can't you? Well, how about some more numbers? Median household income, $36,188 a year. That's $696 a week. Poverty, 26.8 overall. School-age children at 17%. Retirement age folks at 42%. It's pretty high. Cost of living's an 81. Healthcare is the highest at 101. Housing lowest, 45. All right. So I've got you all that. Some beautiful buildings here. Not in great shape, but you can see that they were something in their day. An old house here. Let me get over here. Interesting. Welsh Daily News, 1927. The internet pretty much killed all that, didn't it? There's a lot of beautiful old decaying buildings here. Should we take a look inside? See if there's anything to see. Yeah, just a lot of junk, huh? A train! Awesome! Model furniture. Finest quality. Think there's anything going on inside there? Yeah, not much happening. Well, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm really enjoying this small town of Welch. Finding it relaxing and kind of beautiful. Oh, there's the end of the train. It's got some push engines on the back. See that? Cool. Looks like a city street. I would guess this street right here, McDowell Street. You think I'm right? I bet that's what that's a mural of. What do you think? And yeah, I want to show you this real quick. This is pretty nice. A place where the community can gather and discuss things that are important right along the little river here. Martha H. Moore Riverfront Park. There you go. Yeah, it sure is quiet, isn't it? Anyway, I'm thinking let's go ahead and to a residential street and take a look. Right here on the edge of downtown. So this is a massive building. McDowell County Wholesale Grocers. See a big Budweiser logo there too. Well, I'm trying to get you some shots of some houses, but it's not easy because they're all built on the side of the mountains here. Well, here's the median home value for this town, $56,500. That is really low, isn't it? Now here's a few more. One of the things you notice in West Virginia is that most of the houses are pretty big. Yeah, pretty much all of them, 2 and 3 stories. This is an old shuttered Walmart. Yeah, that had to hurt. I'm sure the people in this area liked having a Walmart. Looks like it's going to be up for auction. If you're interested. Alright, I am in Kimball, West Virginia. Here's population history real quick. 1910, there were 1630. Last census, 145. It almost seems like it's about to become a ghost town, but it really doesn't look like that. I'm up in the neighborhoods right now. The houses are quite lovely, aren't they? Lots of cars. So the town's hanging around a bit. I was reading that they have one police officer here, and that he is also the mayor. Now here's a house that's abandoned, it looks like. Anyway, here's a little downtown. Guess we'll take a bit of a cruise. Yeah, there's the one police car, from what I understand. So let's drive through here. See what we can see. Lots of American flags. Check them out. Another little part of downtown up here. I'm going to stop, I think, because there's something I want to show you. Plus, it looks like they have a little rail museum of some sort. A caboose, anyway. And a phone booth. How about that? Yeah, let's take a look. You don't think that works, do you? Well, I don't hear a dial tone. Otherwise, it looks intact, doesn't it? What an amazing little thing. Let me give you the age real quick of this town. 63.6. Here's the graph I'm showing you real quick. You can see that 33% of the town is aged 70 or older. Yeah, it's definitely an older town. Let's see. We can take a look inside this caboose. Sometimes we get lucky. Looks pretty awesome, huh? 68% of this town is female. Wow. 32% male. 59% of the town is black, 37% white, remaining 3% mixed or other. Well, I've been to this area quite a few times. I'm pretty sure that this is rail transport for coal. They'll load the coal up on this right here. Let me give you the median household income. Well, I got an NA, so I had to look it up at Data USA. According to Data USA, $17,204 a year was the median household income. That's $330 a week. Miracle Mount Carmel Holiness Church of God. I'm not sure if they're holding services there any longer. Yeah, I want to show you this right here. Let's go get a closer look. Well, the sun's behind the building, so I'm going to get up real close to show it to you. This is a war memorial, World War I war memorial for African Americans. Built in 1928. It was the very first one built in the United States, dedicated to African Americans in the war. It's multi-use now, from what I understand, which is a good thing. Community center and performing arts. Little concerts here. It's a pretty magnificent building. This structure, dedicated on February 11, 1928, was the first building in the U.S. to honor African Americans for their military service during World War I. This classical style building, designed by architect Hassel Hicks, was erected with county funds. For many years it was central meeting place for extended African American community. It's on the National Register. Yeah. That is a cool thing. Now look at these grand old houses. How about if I give you the median home value real quick? $30,000. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, isn't it? Huh. It would be something to live in a place like this. These hills. Cost of living here is a 96, but look at that chart. There's no housing included, so that kind of skews the numbers higher. And I checked crime. The one police officer, the mayor, is doing a good job. There were 0 crimes reported here last year. Probably no one living there. Well, let's see. That's pretty much it for this town. So, yeah. Let's make our way to the next one. Oh, wow, look at that. It's just disintegrating. Huh. Anyway, okay, yeah. Let's head on out of here. I am in Keystone, West Virginia. Let me give you the population history before we head into the downtown. 1940, 2,942 people. That was peak population. Last census, 176. Yeah, that is a lot of people gone. Well, let's go check it out. You can definitely tell this was once much bigger than 176 people. Man. Well, let's see. 79% of this town is female. 21% male. Dang. 60% of it is white. 31% is black. The rest is mixed race or other. Keystone Fire Department. Well, let's assume that's not it. Yeah, I'm behind downtown now. See a little park here for the kids. Here's the median household income. $21,313 a year. $410 a week. I don't have to say it. That's not much money. Well, some more houses up in the hills. Take a look around here. Here's poverty. 57.7 overall. School-aged children, 77. 65 and older, 22. That's really high for kids. Looks like we have some old homes being taken over by nature. Back here, yeah, that one's been done for a long time. Cost of living here is a 70. Goods and services are a 100. Housing's a 10. There's an old church here. No longer being used. All right, so median home value. I got an NA from my normal website, so I pulled it up on Data USA for 2023. 18,300 median home value here 2 years ago. Also, I checked crime. No crimes reported last year. Yeah. It is a very low crime town. Well, I guess it would be a zero crime town, wouldn't it? With none reported. That's pretty amazing. Well, I am in Northfork, West Virginia. Northfork is right next to Keystone, where we just were. They're almost twin towns, really. But it does have its own downtown. Including a Family Dollar that appears to still be open. All right, well, 67% of this town is female, 33% male. Yeah, some more ladies here. 56% of it is white, 44% is black. just a couple of engines. One of the things you notice right off the bat are all the American flags. There are a ton of them. They appear to be very patriotic here in Northfork. Seen better days, hasn't it? That's pretty much it for downtown. Let me give you the median household income. $47,143 a year. That's $906 a week. Just for fun, I checked how many people live per household, though. It's 3.8, almost 4 people per household. Yeah, and you see that per capita of $15,966. That's actually really low. And poverty reflects it, 52%. Overall, school-aged children, 96%. It's one of the highest I've ever seen. 65 and older, 24. That being said, there's not a lot of kids here. Cost of living is a 71. Goods and services are 100. Housing is a 13. Yeah, so we know houses are going to be cheap. Northfork, basketball capital of the United States. Record 8 straight state AA champions. Wow, now I didn't know that. Well, while I'm here in residential, here's the median home value. $35,800. This collection of towns might have the overall lowest median home values of any place I've ever done or visited. That's going to be it for this one, everyone. Off to Maryland. So that's all coming up next. We will see you guys there.